Hi everyone, welcome to Voice of. Last time that means OPSC 2022 रे जो prelims ହେଇଥିଲା तार किछि क्वेश्चंस एमती थिला कि लाइक क्वेश्चंस वर डिफिकल्ट चाहे से ज्योग्राफी है जो चाहे से हिस्ट्री है जो तो आई वुड से मतलब डिफिकल्ट मींस कंफ्यूजिंग क्वेश्चन थिला किछि क्वेश्चन थिला कंफ्यूजिंग किछि कांसेप्ट नुवा कांसेप्ट थिला तो ज्योग्राफी रो किछि गोटे नुवा कांसेप्ट हमको देखियो मिलथिला फर्स्ट टाइम दैट वाज द लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन ऑप्शन रे जदि हम डिस्कस करिबा कि ये गोटे क्वेश्चन थिला लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन गोटे क्वेश्चन थिला जदि मो क्वेश्चन आगे टिके देखैबी देन हम आसीबा अच्छा जा भी हो तो ये लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन कोन ता विषय जे गोटे शॉर्ट हम डिस्कशन करिबा बा जानिबा लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन कोन आउ कोन क्वेश्चन हेई परिबो ता परे एंड जदि मु कहबी लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन ता पूर्व मु ऑलरेडी क्लास रे पढ़ाई देइथिली जदि तमे पछेरबो क्लासरूम पिला हमर जे भी अछंती ऑलरेडी पढ़ा सरीथिला हमर इंस्टीट्यूट रे के लैकुस्ट्रेन प्लेन कोन बिफोर द ओपीएससी क्वेश्चन पचारिबा पूर्व बिकॉज दैट वाज आल्सो इन न्यूज द न्यूज रे जेहेतु थिला दैट इज व्हाई आई कवर्ड दैट वन इन द क्लासरूम एंड इट वाज आल्सो आस्क्ड इन द लास्ट प्रीलिम so before that we will go to that but see the OPSC ପାଇଁ OS of ନେଇକି ଆସିଛି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରିଲିମ୍ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ସିରିଜ୍ 2500 ରହିଛି ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଫୁଲ୍ ଲେନ୍ଥ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ରହିବ 20 and obviously VST 5 ରହିବ so ଟେଷ୍ଟ ସିରିଜ୍ already ଆମର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ ପ୍ରି ଦେବା ପାଇଁ already ready ଅଛ ବା that means you are aspired to appear for the OPSC prelims this time that to be happened what 2023 in the 2023 prelim in 2024 so jo mane bhi acho they should enroll this one so that would be helpful for your preparations and will also boost the confidence apart from that we are having prelim crash course as well you can also enroll to the prelim crash course we are also giving that one that is also pretty good last time a majority of the questions I would say came from our prelim crash course including current affair and the current affair session I personally took last time also प्रत्येक दिन राति 10टा रु 11टा केतले 9टा रु 10टा करिकि मध्ये कवर करथिली तो तापे मध्ये प्रीलिम क्राश कोर्स चलछि बहुत अफोर्डेबल प्राइस रे फास्ट टाइम एते कम रे दिया होछि 5000 रे तुमको पूरा इंक्लूडिंग बहुत बढ़िया मिली जिवो इंक्लूडिंग टेस्ट सीरीज मिलुछि क्राश कोर्स मध्ये दिया जाउछि तो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट प्रीलिम्स परे जदि हम देखिबा ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल जो मन करो अच्छा मेंटरशिप पई बहुत बढ़िया अपॉर्चुनिटी नै कि आसीछि ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल्स like I have been teaching 7-8 years it's been like 8 years 7 to 8 years तो ये 50 डेज रो गोटे प्लानिंग्स करके रखी जुलाई 15 रो ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट कर देछि जोथरे कि 6500 अछि क्विक रिवीजन हे परिबो विथ कांसेप्ट क्लैरिटी एंड एडवांस लेसन जेमे देखि यूपीएससी रो जेते सिलेबस अछि लेट्स से क्रायोप्लेनेशन कोन अल्टीप्लेनेशन कोन ये जहाँ तुमरो दैट मींस द पेरिग्लेशियल लैंडफॉर्म कथा नै जो चैनल मॉर्फोलॉजी कथा नै जो जहाँ जोटा ओपीएससी पढ़ा जो नै ताको मध्ये यूपीएससी रे जहाँ अछि एथरे कवर करूची एंड जदि मु कहबी 2000 that means let's say 19 कथा नहीं जो 2018 कथा नहीं जो 2020 कथा नहीं जो 2021 तो majority years रे that means I have given top 10 back to back in the year 2018 2019 and 2020 as well and they were my toppers in 2021 as well तो geography optional रो mentorship रही छी है ना apart from that ये तो हमरो रहिबो apart from that P2P मध्ये बैच रही छी जोडे कि हमरो with NCERT रो basic रो पूरा fundamental रही छी and I promise you that that would be one of the game changing for you that NCERT batch we have started that would be a base जो मन करो base मतलब you are looking for the good basement or the to have a good what I would say concept clarity on the pillar 5 pillar जहाँ को मैं कहूँ history geography polity economics environment तो ये जो 5 pillars रही एथरे बहुत बढ़िया पकड़ मतलब आपनकर आसी जीवो for that we are having NCERT batch रही ताको मध्ये एनरोल करि परिबो so these are the but that means I would say VoiceUp is a complete solution for the OPSC preparation and the authentic lecture will also be given here okay concept clarity is must guaranteed okay so obviously matlab I am here Lalit sir is there and other teams also there okay so now we will comes to the now what exactly the questions OPSC asked see the question that OPSC asked in the last year what was the question the questions number 49 OPSC asked these questions last year which of the following is associated with Chillika Lake See, this was the questions. So this was the questions. See the questions. Question number 49. Which of the following associated with Chillika lakes? The option 3 was the lacustrine plain. Baki to samaston ko asibo. हाँ, this one is correct. This one is correct. This one also correct. So that means the option could have what? That is the D. All of the options. Now what exactly lacustrine plain? ना प्रथम कथा देख लाक्विस्टाइन प्लेन ओपीएससी पचारिछि नेक्स्ट टाइम सेटा तो पचारिबनी बट चिलिका वाला क्वेश्चंस बार बार रिपीट हबो एंड फॉर दैट मु आगुरु मध्ये कहिछि वन फंडा जदि तुमको सिविल सर्विस क्वालिफाई करियर अछि गोटे फंडा बहुत जल्दी ता पई वर्तमान देख मटेरियल रो कोनोसी भी मतलब हम कहबा अभाव नहीं ओनली गोटे ही डेडिकेशन एंड एफर्ट रो अभाव अछि तो चिलिका गोटे एमिति एरिया ओडिशार जोठी प्रत्येक वर्ष लगभग हमको क्वेश्चन मिलिबो काहेकि बिकॉज दैट इज द बिगेस्ट लार्जेस्ट एंड द बेस्ट लेक ऑफ इंडिया एंड व्हाट ओडिशा एज वेल तो ऑब्वियसली जेतरो क्वेश्चन बना जाए ऑलवेज वी विल गो फॉर द बेस्ट ओस्ट दैट मींस कन्फ्लिक्टेड एरिया और द न्यू एरिया so that would be given so that is why this is my funda whenever I teach in the classroom I do always insist that questions will be formed from the best area of that particular topic. Questions will be from the what form that will be from the conflicted area. Let's say Red Sea hegala, that means Gulf of Aden katha nahi jo or Gaza Strip katha nahi jo. That is why the questions are coming from there. What that is the conflicted or something new has been taken place in that particular area. Let's say for example Chillika ei barso question asichi next year question asibo ki nahi hame janiba kemiti either Chillika रे किछि डेवलपमेंट हेछि जेमति वाटर एरोड्रम फील्ड हेगला और किछि गोटे हेगला दैट वुड बी द डेवलपमेंट हां ताहाले से पछारिबो और बेसिक क्वेश्चन आसीबो ओके सो फर्स्ट वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली द लाक्विस्ट्राइन टुडे तो लाक्विस्ट्राइन कोन मु थकु आजि करबे तो स्मॉल कांसेप्ट तो बहुत बढ़िया सेशन रहिबो तो हम देखि देबा So lacustrine plain कौन देखो first of all when I say lacustrine plain that means there could be another plane as well तो बाकी प्लेन भी हेई पारे बाकी भी तो प्लेन आसी पारे ना तो एमती ना कि बाकी प्लेन रहिबोनी एक मिनिट there could be another plane as well the number of plane that means रहिछि clear so आमको पढियार अछि lacustrine plain कौन now lacustrine plain जदि मु कहबी एक मिनट let me have that okay fine now lacustrine plain कोन सी जेतरा हम कहूचे lacustrine plain अर्थात कोन से गोटे डिप्रेस एरिया तो कोठी फॉर्मेशन हबो कोन सी जदि भाव गोटे लेक अछि बा लगून अछि तार किछि पार्ट जदि पोती हेकी ओडिया रे कहया को गले पोती हेकी बा डिपोजिशनल if that depressed part is deposited through the depositional activities of the river and that area is now filling into the a flat surface of the plain that kind of formation of plain would be called as the lacustrine plain so what is happening here in Chillika ki why Chillika is having the lacustrine plain ki what exactly happening here ki why एठी काहे की formation होची जदि हम Chillika रे देखिबा एक मिनट ओके फाइन देन हम देखो लाक्युस्ट्राइन प्लेन देखो ये प्लेन ए लेक प्लेन जहाँ को हमें कहबा लेक प्लेन और डिप्रेस प्लेन तो ये कोठी फॉर्मेशन हबो लेट्स से कौन सी जगह गोटे डिप्रेस एरिया अछि ओके डिप्रेस एरिया अछि तो से डिप्रेस एरिया रो किछि पार्ट जदी फिल अप हेगले जेमति कि हम चिलिका कथा कहबा तो चिलिका रो जो पार्ट तो ए कोन द लेक प्लेन आक मध्ये कहै छै और द प्लेन फॉर्मड ड्यू टू द पास्ट एक्जिस्टेंस ऑफ ए लेक ईदर हमें कहबा लेट्स से चिलिका रो नॉर्दर्न पार्ट रखिए दया एंड भार्गव भी जाइए पढ़ुची मिसिकी तो जेहेतु दयार डिपोजिशनल एक्टिविटीज बहुत ही ज्यादा and obviously through the what as the river is old river Mahanadi and one of the what I would say the braided channel that would be the one of the braided channel of what Mahanadi because ultimately I would say the Mahanadi is the source of origin for the Daya though it's been what divided from the Kuakhai okay so that means so this sediment brought by the Daya river is continuously depositing on the northern part of the Chillika and some portion of the Chillika is now turning into flat plain and that plain is lacustrine plain. That means that region used to be what earlier that was lake part Now some part of the lake is being turned into the plain because of the depositional activities of the river. So this sort of a प्रकार जो हमें formation plain को lacustrine plain. Now that means, first example, that is the Kashmiri Valley. So Kashmiri Valley also forms due to this. So that would be now one question. Okay, question would be that could be that lacustrine plain can be formed through the three major mechanism. Either that would be glacial drainage, or let's say आम कहबा कोनोसी गोटे हिमाचल प्रदेश रो गोटे लेक अछि बा आम कहबा let's say चंद्रताल भीमताल, these are the lakes also there in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. So if that lake is now fill होछि due to the glacial deposition, that would be also called as the lacustrine lake, ताको भी हमें कहि परिबा. Okay, but upper part there would be what, that is the altiplanation. There would be altiplanation, there would be cryoplane me forming on the upper part, there would be number of what, ribbon lake, there could be number of tan lake also on the upper part of the glacial landform. But I would not go into that glacial landform Kumuta Musibini. Better I will restrict myself to this particular point, the glacial. Other that would be, let's say, continental drift, uplift. See, एमिति भी ହେଇପାରେ. That does not mean कि plain would be always formed कि the river will deposit the sediments. Let's say for example Chillika, plate movement hele that would be uprapt because of the endogenetic force द्वारा uprise ହେଇପାରେ, କିଛି part uplift ହେଇଗଲା ତା द्वारा भी plain formation ହେଇପାରେ. So that could be also linked to the formation of the what, that I would say the lacustrine plain. Other factor could be, that would be, let's say for example the other factors like inland lake creations, like the river depositional activities of the river. So either that could be formed through the glacial deposition, that could be through the plate movement, or through the, I would say, the deposition. So basically go for the depositional activities rather than the upliftment, because when it comes to upliftment, that would be like constructive plane like the USA Great Plain PSA. Here we will talk about depositional factor rather than, I would say, upliftment factor. Try to remember this one. Okay, so that would be the reason of the formation of the lacustrine plain. For say, let's say here you can see how this one is looking like. So this one, last time they asked the lacustrine plain. So this is how the Daya river is coming from the Kuakhai, from because Kathanjodi ro Kuakhai ro alga ki Daya asila. Here is Bhargavi asiki meeting porche northern part. So as this one is the bird viewpoint also this side. As the northern part ro jodi ame dekhiba, that is what. So here you can see. So that is the Banpur वगैरह रहिला. तो ये जो चिलिका रो जो northern part 80 lacustrine plain 80 formation होछि, because the Daya river is depositing the sediments on the northern side of the Chillika, especially during the monsoon times. The depositional ability of the river would be more, as the river will have more velocity, more carrying capacity. Okay, so this particular region Chillika Ramikava, this region the lacustrine plain is forming, and that is why we will call this one is the lacustrine plain, as the some portion of the lake is been encroached through the depositional activities, and that is turning into a plain area. So आपको हमें कहवा lacustrine plain. Okay, now number of sandbars also here you can see number of sandbars, that is the some would be there like the what, lagoon, that is why this one is turning into the lagoon. So this you can also see the formation as the encarped part of Bay of Bengal turning into the lagoon as well. So this is how the formation of what, that is the lacustrine lake is forming. The lacustrine lake simple summary kana, that means any lake part is converting into the what, plain part. That would be glacial deposition, that would be river deposition. Okay, that would be there. So now next we will go through if they have asked the plains for the lacustrine plain, that means they are concentrating into the plain is a theme, I would say, a theme for the exam. Now what are the other plains? Different types of plains they can also ask from there as well. What are the other types of plain? Let's say for example other plains हम देखिए, right? एक minute, let me go through थोड़ा. Yes, actually I was looking for the pen. अब आ गया. Now see, what are the other different types of planes? कारण थरे जदि से plane पचारि ना बाकी plane भी पचारि पारे. For example, structural plane. See how, what are the different type of plane? In geography optional, those who are having geography optional, they are having always having the A's in OPSC prelims or the UPSC prelims because number of questions. This year, UPSC asked so many questions from the geography optional directly. At the geography part, I would say, I would not say geography optional. Last year, OPSC also asked many questions from the geography, and they were also those who are having geography options. Like as I said, I'm also having mentorship and the Fool's badge as well. Both are going parallel. See, structural plane means what? Because of the plate movement, like the North American plate. Plane, I would say the North American plane, that is structural plane. That means because of the plate movement द्वारा formation है, upliftment. Now erosional plane, there would be also erosional plane. See, your lacustrine plane is a depositional plane. It's a what? Depositional plane. It's not erosional plane. Next time यदि तुमको पचारे कि whether it's erosional plane or it's a depositional plane, so lacustrine plane is about depositional plane. As I said, the river depositing the sediments on the northern bank of Chillika, and Chillika is a lagoon lake and it's not enduric lake. One thing you also remember, Chillika is mesotrophic lake. It's not eutrophic, not oligotrophic. Okay, so you have to also remember that one. That okay. So that means, so what are the structural planes we have gone through? So depositional means alluvial plain हो सकता है आपका, flood plain, lacustrine plain, scroll plain. Now what is scroll plain? Now it's a new word. Scroll plain means what? When river is meandering, on this meandering part, this would be what? This would be highly erosion site. This would be slope of the river. This would be slope of slope. This would be erosional site, bending part, loop, that is also called as the loop. So this river gote side खाइले gote side deposit करे. Here would be the depositional. So depositional factors would be take place on the opposite side of the erosional part. So because of the what, as the plane forms due to the depositional activities on this, what I would say, meandering part, that would be called as the scroll plane. Okay, the lava plane, for example, I would say like Colorado, like I would say like the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau is what? The volcanic eruption took place. It's the surface is looking like what? Plain. That is why I'm not saying Deccan Plateau is a plain. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the surface is looking like plain. So that could be also there. So then outwash plain. What is outwash plain? This one is associated with the glacial landform. It's a what? Glacial landform. Then teal plain, also glacial. This one also glacial. Then abyssal plain, deep sea ocean. So that would be found where? Deep sea ocean. Then cryoplane, ये बर्फीला इलाका, like Himalaya or like your polar region, there would be cryoplane. That means the plane is a erosional. See, this one is erosional. That could be erosional हो सकता है, depositional भी हो सकता है. But better I would say both. The cryoplane means what? Altiplanation. There is a term altiplanation. That means how the high altitudinal land is planing into. Okay, there could be cryoplane as well. Now comes to the deep erosional plane. Erosional plane, that could be pan plane, that could be penny plane, that could be peddy plane, that could be cryoplane, that could be endromf. So these are the different, I would say, what planes are there. These are the, so this is all about the plane, different types of plane in there. If somebody is having ideas, all those what, little bit of ideas, what are the different type of planes, then geography optional the clear is one. All these planes I have taught in my class. More geography optional class रे सब planes रे details है. For example, what it would be pan plane. Okay, pan plane. So pan plane कोठी देखा जाबो, hilly region रे देखा जाबो pan plane. Okay, that would be hilly region. That means, for example, let's say pan plane, how the short remove pan plane केमती formation हुई. So this region will down and the both region will turn into plain. Let's say this one is a mountain, residual or some parts. तो ये गोटे value अच्छी, ये गोटे value, let's say V1, V2, ये मझी portion टा erode है पूरा completely गोटे ही जो थाले ये भले plane को कहबा में pan plane. For example, penny plane. Okay, that was penny plane जति हम कहबा. तो डेविस कथा कहबा ऑब्वियसली है ना तो आमे कहा कथा कहबा इट वुड बी डेविस कथा कहबा जेतरा में पेडी प्लेन कहबा ऑब्वियसली आमे कहा कथा कहबा एलसी किंग कथा आमे कहबा दैट मीन किंग कथा कहबा देन वी विल कम एंड्रोम्फ ऑब्वियसली आमे कहा कथा कहबा एंड्रोम्फ जेतरा हम कहचे पिंक कथा कहबा एल्बू है ना पिंक कथा कहबा पिंक एंड्रोम्फ कहितले ओके क्रायोप्लेन आमे जेतरा कहचे दैट वुड बी क्रायोप्लेन तो ऑब्वियसली हमको कोठी देखा जबो आमे पेल्टियर कथा कहबा दैट वुड बी पेल्टियर we will talk about peltier now when we say pan plane we will talk about whom that is what the name I am forgetting the name of the geographer it was like some I actually forgetting them so pan plane that concept I have said so these are the different types of plane I have talked about तो ये सब different type of plane जदि हमें मतलब concept clarity रहला ना तो आ भितरे ये क्वेश्चन से इटु आसी तो डिफरेंट दैट मीन्स नेक्स्ट टाइम से पैन प्लेन पचारि पारे क्रायो प्लेन पचारि पारे पेडी प्लेन पचारि पारे किछि भी पचारि पारे एबे एई क्लास रे मु तो पेडी प्लेन बुझै परिबेनी कि पेडी प्लेनेशन मते पुनी पढिया पड़ियो सेटा तो पेडी प्लेन इज व्हाट बिकॉज ऑफ द पेडी प्लेनेशन जोगु फॉर्मेशन हबो पेनी प्लेन कोन दैट इज द व्हाट लास्ट प्रोडक्ट हमें कहबा साइकिल रो जमती एंड्रोम्फ कहूचे कौन साइकिल रो लास्ट दैट मीन्स आम कहबा जेतेबेले कोनोसी गोटे आम जियोमॉर्फिक साइकिल रो लास्ट प्रोडक्ट को आम प्लेन कहूचे जाको कह जाए फीचरलेस प्लेन पैन प्लेन आम सेमती पैन प्लेन मु तुमको कहली वैली रीजन रे केमती पैन प्लेन फॉर्मेशन होची सो दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ आम देखले कौन प्लेन तो या को जदी आम पढ़ी दउची तो ए भीतर क्वेश्चंस आसीबो तो लास्ट टाइम रिवीजन वो बहुत बढ़िया करई थनी सो आई विल डू द रिवीजन or whoever we will take the geography class he will do the this kind of revision at least गोटे overall idea था कि हाँ prelim रे इबळे क्वेश्चन तो जदी प्लेन गोटे क्वेश्चन पचारचे we have to go through all the plane okay let's say mountain गोटे पचारचे सब mountain पढ़ so that we will have the good base कि next time any question comes from that theme we will try to finish it in a good manner okay so that would be there so with this was a small lecture as I said कि मतलब प्लेन सारा मु देखै देली एंड पेनी जोटा हमर टारगेट थिला कोन कि लाक्यूस्ट्रेन प्लेन कोन तो क्रैश कोर्स ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हे जिछि जो माने जॉइन करनो जॉइन करो टेलीग्राम चैनल अछि करंट अफेयर पई मध्ये हमर चलिछि करंट अफेयर कोर्स मध्ये तुम देखि परियो कि करंट अफेयर कोर्सेस मध्ये हमर चलछि ओके सो बोथ तो माने एनरोल करि परियो करंट अफेयर क्लासेस मध्ये हमर चलिछि करंट अफेयर क्लासेस मु निजे ही रोची रात रे नउची 9:30 रु 10:30 केतरो नउची समटाइम्स 8:30 रु मध्य नउची तो दैट इज आल्सो अ डेडिकेटेड ग्रुप अछि तादरे पूरा 1 ईयर करंट अफेयर मर्थ कवर हे जो तमरा सो ओके फाइन सो विथ दिस आई विल एंड द सेशन थैंक यू एवरीवन हां डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल शेयर करो लोगों को सहित जेते पहुंच पारो थैंक यू एवरीवन हैव अ गुड डे टू ऑल